Is it working? Hello and welcome to our first ever virtual concert. I really hope that we never have to do this again. I would love it if we never had to do this again. I'm Ben Barker, the band director at Enumclaw Middle School and Enumclaw High School. And I'm so excited to be able to share this project with you guys. The kids have worked so hard to make this successful against all odds, just to make sure that we can still perform even in the era of COVID. A couple reminders as we go into this concert. Many of the students, if you're here with us at the high school watching all together, are in attendance. And so applause, even though it's a video, is absolutely merited. Feel free to applaud after every performance. And if you're at home, feel free to applaud, but no one's gonna hear you except yourselves, but feel free. We have so many amazing performances ahead for you guys. All of the groups at Thunder Mountain Middle School will be performing. Enumclaw Middle School bands, high school bands, all are going to be performing for you this evening, as well as some student soloists for those students that were remote during our hybrid learning model. Thanks for coming, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy.
Good evening to all of you music fans and band extraordinaires. My name is Phil Ingebrigtsen, building principal at Enumclaw High School, and I'm excited that you'll be able to enjoy a virtual band concert to close out our year this year. We're extremely proud of our students for the way in which, under very difficult circumstances, they've been able to practice, prepare, and now tonight you'll be able to see them perform in a very unique situation. We hope you can enjoy it. We're so happy that you're here tonight. We're happy for our students to be able to showcase their work. And we're also happy for Ben Barker, our instructor of band, who will be embarking on his own journey in the future. Thank you, Ben, for your work over the years. Thank you, students, and thank you, parents, for supporting our band program. We hope that all levels tonight will be able to really enjoy and appreciate the Enumclaw School District's work and celebration with this virtual band concert for 2021. Have a great evening.
This is Steve Stoker, principal of Thunder Mountain Middle School. Welcome to this year's all-district music concert. I would like to start by saying a huge thank you to our amazing students and their teachers for not giving up on performing this year. It would have been easy enough to just say, we'll wait till next year to perform, but you didn't, and we thank you for that. Music is such a huge part of our overall school community, so congratulations on letting the music play on. I hope you enjoy the concert.
The Enumclaw Middle School Performers Award is given to a student who demonstrates a remarkable music ability. And the student that I selected for this award definitely fits the bill. They always came to rehearsal completely prepared. Probably sight reading the music the first day. Their skill level is so beyond what it should be for an 8th grader. It's really remarkable. I'm so excited to see this student go on in music and become such a phenomenal trumpet player. She is an inspiration to her peers in terms of just her musical ability and her skill and her dedication to being a fantastic trumpet player. I'm so excited to present this award to Clara Groves. The Director's Award is given to a student that shows dedication to the program beyond what's normally expected. And when I think of the student that I chose for this, the student shows a remarkable talent for understanding music to a really deep level and is really happy to share that with everyone else. And I think it really contributes to everyone's music education. Every time this student speaks, I'm just kind of in awe of the amount of thought that they've put into their analysis of the music that we're listening to or that we're playing. They're always looking for a story in the music. They're always able to find a story, and a really creative one at that. And that's something that I really admire and really want to reward. So the Director's Award for EMS Band goes to Brooke Hubbard. Every year we give awards to 2 students involved in music at EMS, either in orchestra, choir, or band, that are just outstanding representatives of the music department as a whole. We kind of identify these students as really strong leaders and really strong advocates for music, and these are just top-notch students that we really want to celebrate. Thankfully, this year we get to award a band student with one of those 2 awards, and so I'm really excited about that. This student is, I often say that this student is someone that I can see becoming a band director when they are older. They love music. It's absolutely clear that they love music. They work so hard to make sure that they are ready to play and that they are leading by example constantly. This student is just such a wonderful example in class, such a great leader, and just an absolutely phenomenal student, such great character. And I'm so excited to see what she goes on to do beyond even her high school years as a band student. I'm excited to see maybe she will become a band director, who knows? But this particular student, I'm really excited to award the EMS Music Department Award to Taryn Holmes. Our outstanding class awards are given to 1 freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior, and they recognize a exemplary commitment, service, musicianship, and adherence to the values of the Enumclaw High School Instrumental Music Program. And each one of these students is such a remarkable and wonderful student that deserves to be celebrated and honored with this award. For outstanding freshmen, I selected a student that really has kind of been forced to put a ton of work in. This student came up to the high school and I threw them in my top group right away. Normally, freshmen get a year in the younger group in order to kind of adjust to the new demand of high school, but this student I thought was ready for the top group right off the bat. And then I threw him in on an instrument that's really, really tough, notoriously difficult in wind band music. And he worked so hard. And I am so grateful for the amount of work he put in. It was so clear that he wanted to do well and he worked towards doing well. He's absolutely dedicated to being a wonderful musician, and I think he's just a fantastic human being. The Outstanding Freshman Award goes to Wyatt Burkhardt. Our Outstanding Sophomore is truly outstanding. I am constantly amazed by them. Just the solid foundation that they create for us. It's not even a question of if they're going to know how to play their part or if they're going to be able to help others learn their parts. It's just basically expected at this point. This kid contributes to the ensemble in a way that's unparalleled by any other kid. Creates a solid foundation for us as a tuba player, but also is just so kind and considerate and thoughtful of his other classmates. I don't think I see anybody else trying to create community and build connection quite to the extent that this student does among his peers, and I love seeing that. I just love seeing him be kind to others. So the Outstanding Sophomore for this year is Matthew Law. This year's Outstanding Junior is someone that flies under the radar typically. I think that this student usually kind of goes as an unsung hero of the program, but they are such a consistent and foundational member of this program. I think that they contribute to the program in so many amazing ways. Just their character, everybody that I've talked to absolutely loves this kid, and me as well. There's no one that doesn't absolutely love getting to talk with them and interact with them on a daily basis. Of course, they come to rehearsal completely prepared, and I actually gave them a pretty significant upscale in terms of what I was expecting from them this year musically, and they just took the challenge and went forward with it. Lots of solos this year that they don't normally get. So I'm really excited to honor this person because I feel like they've gone so long without being honored in the way that they really deserve. And so the Outstanding Junior for this year goes to Riley Abrahams. Our Outstanding Senior this year is a truly remarkable senior, and they are the only senior, but that literally has nothing to do with the fact that they're getting this award. I think that they would have gotten it no matter how many seniors we had in our program at this time. They came to us last year and had no musical experience whatsoever, were thrown into our top group, and ended up getting along just fine, even excelling in the really challenging, fast-paced environment that Wind Symphony offers. And even with no musical experience, they were constantly making sure they were prepared and dedicated and just ready to play whatever was thrown at them. And they were able to play whatever was thrown at them, regardless of the difficulty. It was truly remarkable just to see an example of not only talent and hard work, but just general intellect. Like, this kid is a smart kid, and to be able to catch up as quickly as he did is so incredible. I'm so thankful to have been able to have been his teacher, if even only for 2 years. I'm just so glad that I got to experience learning music alongside him. So the outstanding senior for this year is Ian Larison. The Leadership and Service Award is given to a student who demonstrates service above and beyond what's normally expected of a student in the program. They typically are a student that goes out of their way to ensure that others are successful. And I think that's exactly how I would describe this student. And they might not even describe themselves this way. This might come as a surprise to them, but this student is someone who is so helpful and kind to those around them. I think everything I've asked the student to do this year, they've done. I said, hey, you're basically going to be the only percussionist in marching band this year. Will you still do it? And they still come to every rehearsal. They threw themselves into guard, even though they were a little bit unsure about it. They are someone that I can go to pretty much any time and say, hey, I need this done. Is it something that you can do? And they will almost always say, yeah, absolutely. In fact, I don't think they've ever said no. And they get it done and do such a great job doing it. They're so willing to teach others. They're so willing to help others. And I love that about this particular student. And so I'm really excited to give Grace Lampkin the Leadership and Service Award. The Esprit de Corps Award is an award that's actually voted on by the students, and they select a student that they feel embodies the program in specific ways. I gave them a list, and I'll read that now. But the Esprit de Corps Award is given to a student who, as recognized by their peers, actively participates in the program in a way which promotes community, shows dedication and passion for bettering themselves, seeks opportunities for growth, honestly and authentically uses their experience to help others, persists through failure, and is an overall outstanding representation of the program. In this case, this year, we actually had two students that tied for the Esprit de Corps Award. And so in that case, both students get the award. And it's super exciting because both of these students are exactly who I would have picked for this award. They both seem just so excited about the program, excited about being a part of it, and I think that it's clear to the other students in the program that these two love what they do, and the students love being a part of the program with these two students. It's evident, and so I'm super excited to present the Esprit de Corps Award to Jamie Brooks and Leanna Welski. I am so immensely proud um, of everything that my students were able to accomplish, everything that Sarah's students were able to accomplish. This year, more than any year, was a really, really hard, hard year. And I'm just so appreciative to have had students who were so willing and so ready to jump into performance again, even when we hadn't played in a long time, even when our first semester didn't go as well as we had hoped it did. Getting to come back and play together, I think, really made my heart warm, and really just changed how important music is for me. I think I have a whole new definition after this year of just the importance of being together and playing together. So I'm really thankful for that change in perspective. I'm really thankful for my students that brought it to me. I love them so dearly. We had such a great year this year, despite all of the crazy circumstances that we were put through, and now we get to move forward into a brighter future and make even more music. Sadly, I don't get to be a part of that in this community. I'm going to be moving on to Japan next year, and while I wish with all my heart that I could stay with these kids just one more year, it's going to be the right call, I think. So I'm so appreciative for my time here in Enumclaw. I'm so appreciative for the impact that every single student I have had has made on me. These memories that I've made with these kids are gonna last for my entire life, and I am going to love every single one of my kids with all my heart for the rest of my life. I'm so, so thankful. Great way to end the year, I think, with a really successful concert. Maybe not in the format we were expecting, but just so glad that I could get together with everyone and celebrate one more time before the end of the year. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. And I really, really hope that moving forward, you guys have an awesome, awesome time making music together.
Hi, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. This is really quite an occasion. Not getting to perform at all this year or at the end of last year has been really difficult. And as far as when you're a performing arts class, that's your culminating event. You, after all the hard work, you get to get your nerves going and dress up and perform for your parents and your family. And I'm happy that we could do it this way. I want to thank Mr. Barker very much for putting this together. I just had to get my recordings together of the choir, band, and orchestra, and Mr. Barker took all his time to put them together into WeVideo. And happy that you're all here on this nice night and getting to sit out on the grass and at least see each other, and hear your kids, even if you can't see them actually performing it in the moment. But I do want to thank you for being here, and thanks again to Mr. Barker. I just want to say I've had a wonderful time with your kids this year. It's been challenging on everybody's part, teachers, the students, you as parents. And we've all done this together, and hopefully in the fall, things will be a little more back to normal. I do want to let you know, in case you haven't heard from your child, that I am retiring this year. I've taught for 37 years. I taught 7 years down in Arizona and came up to Enumclaw in 91, and I've been here 30 years. And I guess it's time for me to go on to the next chapter of my life. But I want to let parents and my students know what a hard decision this was. This is teaching music is my life. It has been my life. And I have a warm spot in my heart for all of you. I always will. I'm not leaving Enumclaw. I hope that I see you later on when you're up in the high school and when you get out into the community. I love seeing my old students and parents when several years have gone by and they've grown up. But I want to say how much you've all touched my heart very much. And I wish my students and their parents only the very best. So please take care.